watching Johnny Gaddaar.
Part 3, Johnny Gaddaar.
He's also on YouTube.
Go to Patreon, channel membership for more stuff to see the whole thing.
At the end of the part, we take a review.
Yeah,
okay?
we'll review it.
It's so juicy.
Your mom's
Let's finish
juicy.
this movie, yeah?
Yes!
Oh. Santa's got a brand new red bag.
सब कुछ मेरी आंखों के सामने होता रहा और मैं नहीं देख पाया। गलती मेरी है।
क्या हुआ?
बच्चा समझा मैंने उसको और वो मेरी Bastard. I'm back. तेरी गाड़ी के बोनेट के नीचे पूना के गैराज का स्टिकर लगा है। नाम बहुत सही चुना तूने। जॉनी जी, जॉनी गद्दार। ट्विंकल, शेषाद्री और प्रकाश को कैसे पता चला? बोल! ये सवाल आपको जिंदगी भर सताएगा।
विक्रम! उसे हमारे बारे में सब कुछ पता चल गया है। तो ठीक तो ना? हाँ? एक काम कर सकते हैं विक्रम, पुलिस को फोन करो। मैं सब सच बता दूंगी। मैं तुमसे प्यार करती हूँ, वो तुम्हें मारने वाला था। जो कुछ भी सच है, मैं सब सच बता दूंगी। तो मेरी बात सुन रहे हो कि नहीं? मैं तुमसे कुछ कह रही हूँ। विक्रम, तुम मेरी बात क्यों नहीं सुन रहे? विक्रम, तुम्हें समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि हम लोग यहाँ पे।
काम डाउन। हम दोनों के अलावा कोई नहीं जानता कि शार्दुल यहाँ वापस आया था। मैं शार्दुल की लाश को ठिकाने लगाता हूँ ताकि जब पुलिस को लाश मिले हमसे कोई कनेक्शन नहीं हो। सबसे पहले तुम यहाँ से बाहर जाओगी और ठीक 5 मिनट के बाद क्लब के मेन एंट्रेंस से अंदर आओगी।
लेकिन क्यों?
वहाँ तुम्हें लॉरेंस मिलेगा। तुम लॉरेंस से कहना कि तुम्हें मुझसे मिलना है।
शार्दुल सर तो बाहर गए हैं।
मुझे पता है, उनका फोन आया था। वो एक घंटे में आ रहे। मुझे विक्रम साहब से मिलना था। वो
Here he is.
हाय, प्लीज कम।
Please.
नो थैंक्स, नो कॉफी, नो टी, नथिंग। अगर किसी ने देख भी लिया तो जैकेट से लगेगा कि शार्दुल खुद गाड़ी चला रहा है। मैं 2-3 टैक्सी पकड़ के वापस आऊंगा। जब तक मैं ना हूं किसी भी हालत में तुम सामने का दरवाजा खोलना मत।
That's the beginning of the movie.
Uh-huh. And wherever there's been red, somebody's turned up dead.
मार दिया मैंने उसे। हाँ प्रकाश, मार दिया मैंने शार्दुल को।
खारदांड्याला 14 नंबर गल्लीमध्ये चेतन बंगल्यात फायरिंग रिपोर्ट झालाय। ताबडतोब चेक करा। खारदांड्याला 14 नंबर गल्लीमध्ये।
हाँ, आम्ही पोहोचतो तिकडे।
Nice, very interesting, very interesting. The way the director tried to kind of shoot everything and make it feel extremely old. Some stuff worked, some stuff didn't work for me. But what do you think about it, Rick?
Yeah, it ultimately didn't work for me. I appreciated at the very beginning where we were going with it and some of the hilarity that was there. I felt like by the time we got to the middle, he had lost a lot of the interesting control of the directorship in terms of what was at the beginning established, and it got particularly flat for me. I wound up not really caring. And who plays Johnny?
It's hold on.
Why is he not at the top of the listing?
It's not by
Is it because he had a different character name and he was also called Johnny?
Vikram.
Yeah, I guess Vikram is Johnny per se, right?
That's him, right?
I think so. Yeah, like our main lead guy with the cat in the red.
Neil Nithian.
Yeah, that he never really captivated me throughout. He was kind of flat for me throughout the whole film.
Yeah. I definitely think the weak points of the film were probably some of the acting, but also the dubbing didn't help it at all. The fact that none of it was sync sound. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that was a direct choice or a budgetary choice. If he was trying to be old school, because everything about this was old school. The way they did it, the monologues, the way people died, is very old school. Big B kind of, people get shot and then they do their last little bit to, bring home, whatever point they're trying to make.
Yeah.
Everything about it was from the fight scenes to the action to the score behind it all. I did enjoy all that part. I do think it was maybe when it came out, because obviously this was towards the beginning of his career. So obviously the ones that we had seen after Bad Lapur, Merry Christmas, Andahan were way after
better.
This.
And way better.
But let's just see where this was in his filmography here. Okay, so he did a short, Ik Hassan Di, which we haven't seen yet, but I hear stuff about. And then three years later. And so this is his second feature. You could definitely tell the growth. Although I did like a lot of because those other ones, Bad Lapur, Andahan, Merry Christmas, obviously very modern, but not very style. I guess Merry Christmas of those three would be the most stylistic, and this one was very stylistic.
This was really stylistic
in terms of the director was trying to be an old school Big B movie.
Yeah,
and so I do appreciate a lot of those elements of it. I wish some of the actors were better in their roles, or that it was sync sound, that because you never fully know if it's fully a performance or if it's sync sound, because sync sound literally will help no one in their performance.
Correct.
Ever.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the editing elements, I did really appreciate. A lot of the filmmaking elements, I did really appreciate. And I didn't fully lose it. I do think it was too long. You could have easily cut off 20, 30 minutes and made it an hour and a half to max 2 hours.
Easily.
As opposed to 220, which I think it was. So you could have made it a lot snappier.
Easily.
Obviously, it was early 2000s, mid to early 2000s Bollywood. And so I think if you made this today, you can make it better. And also, I think they would make it shorter. I think. But I did like, there was stuff I did enjoy in it. You could definitely see the director's progression in his career, to really honing his craft. Obviously, because I think Andahan's probably his best.
Yeah,
for sure.
It is light years ahead of him. It's a decade later, and that movie is light years better than this one.
But although I did enjoy Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Obviously, but Andahan with the twists and all that kind of stuff is just a really good. But Bad Lapur is also a really good movie.
I'm just glad he didn't have any piano playing in this movie.
But they're all very different as well.
Yeah.
So shout out to the director for wanting to do different stuff. Obviously, I think they're mostly thriller, but
Murder mystery,
but all different kind of thriller.
Yeah.
They're not like, they're not all the same kind of a thriller kind of a film. But I did enjoy like the old school editing choices, the old school music choices. You have to kind of, maybe it hit very differently, obviously in 2007. Obviously we're almost 20 years post
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So obviously for Bollywood at the time, it was a very kind of like trend-setting style of film, because of how it was doing different stuff. Mm-hmm. Although it was doing old stuff, but when you do old stuff and new stuff, it makes it new.
Sure.
Do you think that's what the red meant?
Yeah, I think the red was everywhere there was red, there was destruction and death.
Do you think it's kind of a Kali?
I think
kind
it's a
of,
Kali thing. It could be something else too, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind is that just the names were Hindu gods, and that wherever red was prevalent, and somebody was going to die, and that person with the red around them was going to die.
I thought it was somebody else. Rima Sen. Oh, we saw her in Dahum too. Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
She does look like Rania, like a lot. I feel like, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Zakir Hussain. Oh. Do you recognize him now?
Mm-hmm.
He was in what was it? You were right. He was in Satya.
Satya, yeah.
But there was something else I feel like we've seen kind of recently, because that mustache. We're talking about Govind Namo. Is that his name?
I think it's Namdeo. You're looking at everything in production right now.
Oh, sorry. I feel like there was a character that he played that we.
OMG2?
No, it wasn't in that. What I'm thinking of is what I'm trying to say. Maybe it was an older movie. God, he's been around. Good Lord. I'm only in 2019.
Been in a lot of movies.
Bro works. I think he was my favorite character. I liked his character a lot. Yeah, let me know what I'm thinking of him, because he has too much to go through here.
He's got a lot.
But no, I enjoyed the film. Not like I definitely think of the if you're comparing all of his films, this is the least favorite for sure. But I don't think I hated it at all.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't enjoy it.
I did. I enjoyed the film. Who did the music here? Shankar Mahavan did some of the music. There's like 15,
four or five different
15 people doing
collaborated.
But I do think the concept is fun, because have we ever seen that before? A new film trying to be an old film. That's pretty good. Merry Christmas had a lot of old references, didn't it?
Yeah, but it didn't have this type of thing where the DNA is 100%
like this is like
this
we're
was
trying
almost
to be an old school.
Yeah, this was almost Johnny Dangerously at the beginning.
I've never seen it.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's a comedy with Steve Martin, and it's a take on the old film noir stuff, and it's trying to be film noir, but with deep tongue in cheek. I mean, just really silly.
Yeah. I agree that I wish they would have kind of kept the comedy going through.
Absolutely.
As well, that you kind of had like some of the editing cuts, and not like you had to tell jokes or anything, but like they had a lot of the editing comedy in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I feel like they didn't continue that.
Yeah, it's tough when you start off a film with that, and then you just go to straight crime drama. It's for me,
Maybe
maybe
that's an homage to the old Bollywood.
I don't know. All I know is it made me go, bring back the stuff that was entertaining, because it's not anymore. So and I particularly I was not engaged, caring, or riveted in any way by the lead that was carrying the film, the titular character.
Yep.
It never really resonated with me.
I have red sunglasses in they're all.
And yellow was there a lot too, obviously.
Yeah.
So
is that one that I said from this director? The only other one I've heard of his that people like, maybe I'm wrong, you guys can let me know, is I haven't heard of Agent Vinod at all, but Ik Hassan T. I think it's a horror. Is it?
no idea.
Action crime drama. Okay, sorry. But that's with Saif or Mila.
That's what he seems to like, action crime drama.
Saif and Ormila.
Or Mila.
Yeah. So you guys have to let us know how that one is. Kind of round out his filmography here. What does he have coming up? How would you rank? I know this would be last, but Merry Christmas on the Hanan and
Badlaper.
Badlaper. You liked them all.
I did like them all. I don't know. That's tough. I kind of like both Merry Christmas and Andahan equally. I like all three of them kind of equally.
What's a video director?
No idea.
Like a music video?
Maybe.
He has something going out this year. Jaideep, Dharmendra. Jaideep, though. Hell yeah. It's a biopic.
Okay.
That is not a thriller. Can you do that? Pretty sure you only do thrillers, bro. Anyways, so let us know what you thought about this movie. If you like it, if you don't like it, what your thoughts on it are. Why we are idiots, as always. It all helps the algorithm. Let us know what our next Hindi watch along should be for this director, for basically anything. Let us know what we missed as well.
Yeah,
like Easter eggs and
symbolism.
That tell me that I think that's that actor I'm thinking of. I think there was a lot of Easter eggs to it. But let us know if we're right there and anything else we need to know down below.